You want to move on to Italy?
Yeah, let's move on to the first game.
We can actually talk about games. The tournament started off very, very nicely with a 3-0 win for Italy against Turkey in a game that we all thought would be a little closer. Turkey, the way they've been playing, they got some decent players on their team, and it just really wasn't even close, right?
So far, tomorrow we're going to have the rest of the game for the tournament.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is going to be France, Germany, Hungary, Portugal, another one, right?
Yeah.
And so far, all the game I saw, we played the best.
I think so. I agree, 100%.
We played the best. Everybody's convinced that we played the best.
I think a little bit goes down to again with Daniel said, like, we thought Turkey was gonna, I think, put in a better show. They didn't.
No, Frank. It's everything is a relative. Don't forget the Turkey went in there without not giving no goal. I think one of the best defense.
Yeah, 3 goals.
Yeah, I know. That's why we were saying we thought Turkey was going to do well. But
it's everything is a relative.
But to your point, everything's relative, right? So the team also.
Even a few of the Swedes, the team we're going to eat on Wednesday, and you say, let's not play like Turkey play, stay back because they're going to kill us.
Yeah.
Well, they played. They let us play too much.
They had 10 men in the box, so there was nothing. And then second half adjustments, and Italy just they dominated.
They let us take over the midfield. Had one guy forward, so we basically leave like Nucci and Chiellini, and everyone else could join the midfield in the attack. It was a tailor made to.
We have a nice team today. As a matter of fact, this week, as a matter of fact, the whole negative.
Florenzi could have played better.
Negative was for
yeah.
So
Florenzi was the negative. That negative.
Well, Berardi didn't play good either. Berardi didn't play good either.
But they played great.
He wasn't bad.
He didn't play that good. Florenzi played bad, but he's hurt, so he's not going to play.
But they play a great game.
I think he starts Chiesa next.
No.
I think Verratti and Chiesa in there.
Play next.
Who?
Toloi.
What, at right back?
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I still see. Anyway, I think you see a couple other switches.
We have a good team, a good midfield, good forwards, good defense. If we play like this with this tranquility, I think we're going to be the best. I saw today I saw Spain. I mean, they had the majority of possession, but they never get nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing, though. Before we can start saying if they play like this, they're going to, I think you have to play a team with a good midfield that they don't have a ton of time on the ball. Because, like, Turkey played so far back, we had a lot of time on the ball. And if you let any team do that, they're going to look good, especially Italy. So I want to see us win a battle where we're playing another team with the midfield.
There's a question in there, Frank. They play back because they want to, or we made them to play back?
No, I think the first half they wanted to.
They wanted to?
I think they were definitely trying to.
The midfield like that.
I think they were trying to pressure really deep on their own side. They were trying to stay compact, and I think then the more we took over, the further back they got pushed.
Well, once the first goal happened, it opened up and it was over. There was nothing.
Turkey was very conservative in the way they played, especially in the beginning of it. Then when you opened up, a little more forward, then Italy got to more chances and got to convert the chances. It's good to see Immobile. He's not done well in these types of tournaments to actually get a goal in the beginning. I think you picked him to be the leading goal scorer of the tournament, right? Well, he got a goal, which is good to see.
It was a good finish.
Yeah, I don't really have – you can't really have any complaints about the game on an Italy side.
I can. I thought their set pieces were abysmal. What the hell were they doing? Offsides on a corner kick.
Yeah, they had a couple of mess-ups for sure. Where it was like, what are you doing?
A couple on, like, the first man in the wall, like, just not even loft on the ball. I think they need to work on that because you can be very effective on that, right? Like, that's a weapon. And they were I thought it was bad.
Yeah. I would have liked to see. I know it was they were up 2-0, 3-0. He takes Immobile out. I don't need to see Belotti. Put in Raspadori for me. If you're up 3-0 and you don't put him in, then when are you going to put the kid in? I want to see Raspadori play for the last 10 minutes.
Daniel, you see the game Holland Croatia?
Yeah.
You saw they were 2-0 Holland, right?
Yeah.
They thought the game was finished. They came 2-2, and then
they got bailed out of that too.
Plus, I had some opinions. They say it's a 5-goal, a good game, 5-goal, but still, most of the goals they were a mistake from all defense or someone.
The goalie or the defense, yeah, that was not a clean game. That wasn't a pretty game.
No.
That's not everything is good because they scored a lot of goals.
Mm-hmm.
I think Italy started the tournament as good as you could want, right? I think the Switzerland game is going to be interesting because I actually was impressed with some of Switzerland's players, and I think the way they Switzerland, besides being physically fit and being stronger, I think they moved the ball pretty well, and I don't think they're going to give us the midfield as much. I think we're still going to win, but I don't think it's going to be as easy.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you got to take into account Italy's home again, right? It's a big factor having the fans.
Oh, well, even just I don't know if you guys noticed, but that was one of my takeaways, right? From Switzerland, I really thought Briel and Bolo played really well. Like 24-year-old, I could see him playing well in Serie A for sure, and he can give Mbolo from Switzerland.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
He was one of my standouts so far from.
He was very active in the game.
Yeah, the games.
You saw the game today. Spain.
No, I didn't see any of the games today. I had to work.
Spain, they got, I think, 90% possession of
They didn't do anything with it.
But they didn't do nothing. But they was still the Sweden could win.
I saw.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Spain.
I like the guy, Christopher. He's
18, 19, 20.
He scores a lot of goals.
He's good.
Anyway, look at Italy, first time scoring 3 goals in the European Championship. I mean, look, they're already breaking records. This is their year, I'm telling you.
I kind of felt bad for Demirol in this game.
Yeah.
what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything.
Well,
He tried to get in, he wasn't.
He just got all turned around.
I have my own Juventus segment when we pull up the standings because Juventus had a terrible weekend. A terrible first round collectively. The players representing Juventus were freaking atrocious.
You know it's right.
It was awful.
It's Szczesny. I think he could have saved that. I think the post saved a little bit and then he got one goal. But I think before the post, he should get the ball.
The question is it enough for them to jump back in Donnarumma before he signs a PSG?
Is it enough to jump in on Buffon before Parma snaps him up?
I don't know. Why can't Buffon be a starter? I don't know.
Anyway, I mean, there's not much to say about this game. They played very, very well, and if they keep playing like that, then they're going to go far. Like we all think us four all think they're going to make Final Four. They play like that. I don't see how they don't make Final Four.
Yeah, I agree.
The real telling part will be the first time their back's up against the wall because they have a younger team, and to see they're 1-1 or they're going in extra time, how they respond, right? Because these games, 3-0, 4-0. I mean, there's nothing really to say. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah,
but let's see 0-0 in the 80s.
You didn't see one person challenge Bonucci and make it, him make a stupid mistake. There was none of that on Turkey's side, so you can't really judge it on that.
No, that's why I think actually Mbolo on Switzerland is enough to give us a little bit of problems.
Oh, he'll bull Bonucci around.
Yeah, he'll because he reminded me a little bit of like a poor Zapata.
Fred, he play the way we play with Turkey. Turkey, I don't think Switzerland can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Chiellini on him man to man. There's not.
You would think.
Chiellini can't keep up with him. Though.
But speed-wise, Chiellini, I don't think he can keep up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the one slide. I mean, this is a Serie A podcast. We talk about Italy mostly, so where we honed in on that game. We do have the first round isn't even completely over. Like you said, that tomorrow is the end of the first round. We do have the updated table for the championship. Mm-hmm. Any surprises or standouts for you guys so far from all the games that you saw. I just want to say Pandev scored. Was very happy about that. They did lose, but Pandev did score.
The surprise was Slovakia Polonia.
Slovakia,
Yeah.
Poland.
The Polonia played second half with the 10 people.
10 men.
Yeah, their number 10 got 2 yellow cards. He got thrown out.
Awful foul. Dumb, not needed. Just ruined it. Like the first one too was a bad one, but that second one just ruined everything for them.
Yeah, I mean Poland couldn't even get the ball to Lewandowski. Like I didn't even see him touch the ball at all, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a poor performance. I'm expecting more from Poland throughout this tournament, and now that was a bad showing. What lucked out is that Spain didn't get 3 points for them. In that group, they only got 1 point, so I kind of lucked out over there.
Yeah, versus Sweden, right?
Yeah, which again, Spain could have. Sweden had chances.
You know what I like? Who saw the game in Spain?
I saw a little bit of it.
You know what I like? I would like to get the Juventus.
Who?
Rodrigo.
I mean,
Oh, the young kid.
No, quite young kids.
Wait, I'm thinking of Pedro.
Number
I'm thinking of the other
16.
kid. Oh.
He looks slow, but I think it's a lot. I mean, they don't pass the ball too much to him, but I think it's a great midfield.
well, Spain's players are very, very talented. They're known for.
I
that,
actually
right?
liked one of the players that I liked, and he didn't do anything amazing, but I liked his strength. I liked his size, and I liked the way he pressed the forwards. And I saw a little bit like strong potential there was Kaleta Sar on Croatia, the number 5, the defender. I think he's like 24. I think he plays on Olympic Marseille. He reminded me of like an old school defender, right?
Yeah.
Like strong.
It impressed me.
Well, you should have looked closer. But but I think listen, he didn't put the world on fire. It wasn't Cannavaro from the World Cup semifinal or anything, right? But he looked like an old school defender who couldn't get pushed around, who was willing to put himself on top of somebody and not let him turn, win the ball in the air. And there's not too many of those guys anymore. Like Demiral, we want to be, but again, we talk about Romero, but he seemed like a little bit about how he was on the field. He had his space and he wasn't in any.
So really quick, shout out to Demiral. There's 2 rumors now going around that Atalanta wants him, which good.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it.
And Spurs want him.
Well, so I think the Atalanta rumor is possible because there was a rumor that Romero might get sold.
Then I'm gonna get it. Look, telling
You think Juventus is stupid enough to make a mistake twice?
everybody wants Romero. Atalanta is asking if 60 million.
They should.
And you think if they get a 60 million for Romero, they spend the 40 Demiral?
No, they're going to spend 20.
Yeah, Juventus give it for 20.
They were saying 35.
Probably.
No, Juventus, if you sell Demiral, he has to buy somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I think they were saying in that deal with Romero because the way it's out, Juventus ends up making like 30 million off of that.
Because Juventus think about Milinkovic, the Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
He's a 22 expires contract, so they're willing to spend 20 million on him.
Isn't Juventus? I think they have some deal like if they sell him again, right?
So they get a
like,
percentage.
Yeah, they get a percentage. So I think they end up if they sell Romero for 60, like Juventus gets like 30.
Yeah. Really quickly, going back to these other games, did you guys watch England? Very
England
unimpressive.
was not impressive.
That was like bad.
Harry Kane barely touched the ball.
Yeah.
They started off strong. I watched that game. The first 20 minutes, it looked like they were going to pour it on. Then they kind of got taken back, and it just was not an impressive performance at all.
I like the guy from England, the Phillips.
Oh, he played awesome.
Phillips, I like.
Yeah. But in general, I thought the team was very unimpressive.
The good pass that pass they score.
For England, they're more about just getting those 3 points since they start off slow in these tournaments. So the fact that they got the 3 points is very good for them, even though they didn't play well.
Well, the thing that helps them too is like isn't every game home for them, like even in the second round. Like,
I mean, they got home games like Italy.
Yeah.
I can tell you what we were saying before the Netherlands game. Not impressed with them at all. First of all, they have no striker.
Yeah.
They're up top. They're very weak. They're up 2 goals. They let up 2 quick goals in like the 73rd and 75th minute, tied 2-2. Unfortunately, the other goalie gave the ball away at the end, and he had a strong first half. He made a lot of quality saves, but that game was more of teams giving away the points than teams earning the points. You know,
but, Netherlands, they missed the best one.
well, they're not the lit.
They missed the lead. Without
Yeah,
the lead,
but that doesn't solve their striker problem. They have no strikers.
Yeah. I mean, Depay's a good player, but he's not a number 9. Like, you know.
No.
He can't even play a full
no,
90
the
minutes.
I like in the
Blind can't even play a full 90 minutes. So like he's not. You can't trust their forwards. Depay moved a lot. He was very active, but then he got out too.
Mm-hmm.
Any other games? Belgium.
Well, I think you got to talk about your man Schick, no?
Schick,
Nice goal from half field.
the half field shot.
He scored 2 goals.
Yeah, he's now the leading goal scorer along with
But you
Lukaku.
see, take a check, right? They win 2-0. How many goals we scored on them? 4.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, too. I didn't see the game. I just saw the highlight. But, like, I was watching the post-game stuff, and they were saying, like, Scotland was in it. They played really well.
Scotland, I was watching the second half. They had some chances in the second half. Yeah, they couldn't finish.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really impressed. I'm trying to think what other teams were like impressive or any games that stood out.
Yeah, I wasn't always by like the third day. I was like,
I
I've
think
seen like
you know what
2
I
hours
didn't,
of soccer.
I didn't watch. I watched Macedonia Austria, but the guy from Austria scored a good goal. Yeah, the cross from the other side. It was from the right side.
I didn't get to watch that game. That was Sunday.
I saw the highlight. He scored a good goal.
Yeah, all I know is Pandev scored. All right.
Yeah. Which is cool. Like, yeah.
Van Dijk scored, but it was a mistake from the defense.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. He's 37 years old and he got a goal.
Yeah,
in
man, they left the ball.
Take it, all right?
Like, hey, did you see the Spain today? The goal Morata missed.
He missed a few.
So here's the thing.
The goal that Morata, it was a mistake from the two defenses. They couldn't stop the ball. He was surprised himself. He got
Yeah.
Verbal says this is the most Italian podcast of all time. I love it.
Check out that Verbal Shenanigans podcast if you guys want some comedy. He's also got an oldie but a goodie podcast with Balboa from the soccer team on there.
Oh yeah, he did.
I remember listening to that years ago.
One episode with Balboa.
It's a verbal shot in there.
So yeah, going back to my Juventus point, Morata played terrible. I mean, this is questions that people had of Spain in the beginning of the tournament, that they don't have a striker they can trust. I mean, he blew a couple chances.
Yeah, but let's be real. Like, if Morata is hot, like he's going to be fine. He just got to get that
Morata's
first
always
one.
hot. Let's be real.
He's very streaky.
He's
very
got to get that
streaky.
first
He
Hey, going back at Morata, which we would turn to Ronaldo.
Well, hold on. We'll talk about that after. Keep going with this first. Wait. We're not talking about Ronaldo yet. So Morata had a terrible game. Demiral had an own goal. Szczesny had an own goal. Cuadrado got hurt in the Copa America game last night.
He got
hurt last night. He had a nice play on a set piece and pass in that game, but he got hurt too. Juventus did not have a good weekend.
Dybala's not even on.
Scott wants you to recreate you yelling at him for defending poorly. If you could yell at him when you're younger.
I don't even think he knows.
It is. Yeah. It's Brennan. It's Scott Brennan.
Scott Brennan.
Yeah. That's it. He's got a show called Verbal. He wants you to yell at him for back in the day. Make him feel good.
Hey, Scott. You know who remind me
Skriniar.
Skriniar.
I said that.
And the guy, they say before he was a Clems, and now he got better. Did you hear that?
I don't know.
I said that. Okay, Scott. For the record,
your opinion is to say
for the record, Scott. About 2 months ago, we were watching an Inter game with Skriniar, and I go, "Look at Brennan. He runs exactly like Brennan. He really does."
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna debunk this rumor right now because Skriniar had a trap on a corner kick today and blasted one in the corner for a goal. I've never seen Brennan do that once, so that is not true at all.
He has.
I've never seen that once.
Seriously though, Scott, go watch. Don't watch Skriniar. Go watch him run and how he positions himself. It's like watching you totally back in the day. I'm dead serious. Well, look how he runs. It looks exactly like Scott.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
So
No,
tomorrow, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Now, you didn't hear the guy on television. Say, when he talk about the Skriniar, he say when he start, he was a Clemson, he didn't look like he didn't know what it was, like Scott, No, he got better. Like we got better.
And he got better.
Improved.
Oh, he did a good goal though.
That was beautiful.
He did do a
awesome.
nice goal today.
Like a forward.
Yeah.
It was poor marking.
Chesney had no chance on that.
I know chances is that time is nice.
Yeah, that wasn't. I won't give him blame. For that.
Actually got upset because they let him shoot.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Come on.
Tomorrow we have finished the round one of the group, and the second round starts. So
Hey,
you have
I'm looking forward for French Germany.
France, Germany. I mean, everyone's touting that as the game of the tournament so far. And then you have the Portugal versus what flag is that? I don't even know what flag it is.
And in perfect verbal shenanigans retort, Scott said he must run like a sexy ginger thoroughbred then.
That's for sure.
Truth.
What were you saying, Dan?
No, I was saying that tomorrow we have the two games. The big game, France,
Yeah, and Portugal and Hungary.
and I guarantee you the France-Germany game.
When is the other game?
0-0.
Oh, when is that? Is a trick game, right?
Yeah, the other game I think is the Wales-Turkey.
Which
Maybe
one?
Wales-Turkey plays.
No, it's just 2 tomorrow.
Oh, it's only 2 tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah.
Then they
Why?
start back because
Why?
they finish the round and then they start 3 the next day.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it'll be
Italy
3,
is-
it'll be 3 on Wednesday. There's only 2 games tomorrow. 12 and 3 for us in the East Coast. So going back to your point, what do you want to make? You want to make a point about Ronaldo? I'll give you your Juventus time. What do you want to say?
No, what I say, still we don't know if he's going to stay with us or leave.
Yeah, I mean, he was asked that, and he said that's not important right now. Right now, is
Yeah,
the
that's
Euros.
not his important. He knows what it's doing.
Yeah, he already has his plan. He knows what he's doing.
Hey, Scott, yeah,
He did.
I agree with you. Ronaldo, beautiful.
he played good.
He's very strong.
Yeah, that is true.
He
I
was a
didn't know
cut.
he didn't know he was a captain too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cut above everyone else.
It's good.
Everyone else on the field, he's a cut above them all. And Barcelona got him, or no, PSG got him. Barcelona was going to get him, so PSG's got a lot of good players this summer.
I don't understand. Like, how are they not violating rules?
Yeah,
I don't-
how does the
like,
financial
I
fair
don't
play
think
not
there's
go
rules
for
right
that?
now with COVID. I think they kind of lessened the rules on that kind of stuff.
No, but didn't they? Was that Man City or was that them that had like the violation? Like they can't do anything, and all of a sudden they were
That was
Man
fining
City.
people again.
It was Man
Man
City.
City.
They get fined and they appeal it,
Yeah,
and then they're fine.
They cleared them, but I don't know, man. I guess Man City. I mean, PSG. I guess because they're free players, it's really not like
Yeah,
an issue, you know.
Yeah,
Worker.
but I still don't understand why PSG can do all this
It's just so bad.
acquisition.
The lights on CNG.
it has to do with COVID too, with all that everything that's going on.
That is very true. He does play a holding mid, just like Dan used to, but he kicks the ball instead of other people.
Listen, they got in my way. What do you want? So, yeah,
That's what I do. Get out of my way, Dad.
Ronaldo, yes, we don't know about it. He was asked questions about it. Other rumors that you guys heard, I mean, the one that I very much enjoyed, phone going back to Parma, looks like it's going to be official. Looks like he's going to sign a 2-year contract. So,
Yes,
yeah.
but no. Plus, I think he has something. If something happened, he can.
Yeah, I mean, Buffon has his
What do you
sights,
want? What, you know,
he has his sights on the 3rd string goalie for Italy in the World Cup. That's what he wants to do, so he wants to keep playing.
you know.
No, he
what
doesn't.
to do. Oh,
Yeah,
That's his
said,
goal.
Why
He's
would
like-
he played this? Why wouldn't he have played on this team? Though?
because he played the season.
Because, yeah, I mean,
You know what Buffon is going to do? He's going to create a school for goalie.
listen, I'll go there right now. Sign me up.
No,
I
5'7".
Listen, who's not going to want to learn from Buffon? I'd go to that.
I think
school
Buffon's gonna.
for sure.
That's a coach too, but that is the idea is to coach a goalie.
Yeah.
Listen, is okay. Parm, you're telling me there's no Serie A teams that would have taken him, bigger teams. I like the fact he's going back to Parm. Sorry, that's cool.
I think
No,
it's a
but-
great story.
And he could loan that Chesney for a year and take Buffon back, and then trade him back for the
No,
final year.
but think of this story from Buffon. Parm just got promoted, right? Buffon plays the year, gets them promoted, then goes to the World Cup, plays the final season of Parm, goes
Wins
to
the World Cup.
Maybe wins, who knows, whatever. But then retires. That's such a good story.
Tell you, life is unfair. Sometimes people play in Serie B and they're stronger than people play in Serie A.
Yeah.
It depends how people see. You think if Juventus thought like us, they would have Chesney still in goal.
No way.
You kidding? He don't give a trust in any.
Thought like me, Dragowski would be playing.
He's not even on the team.
I know he's not. Then they have very deep.
He's
goals
not on the
bowling.
team. Who that?
No,
Fabiani,
Fabinski or whatever that guy's name.
Fabinski, yeah, and who
He's
else?
good. Him over him as well.
Yeah,
But,
they have a good goal.
They have a lot of good goalies, Poland. Yeah.
yeah. What are some other rumors that you guys have heard? I know Chris follows this more than Frank on like the rumor parts around the league of transfers.
I don't know. I'm trying to think, but there's rumors every day, man. Like it's hard to keep up. The big one I did want to mention was
a rumor.
Yeah, I heard Demiral.
They're talking about Lazio is willing to sell Correa for 30 million. I
well.
want to get him right away.
So that is one I heard, and Atletico
I want
wants
to
him.
get him right away.
So that's one thing. Every person I see mentioned, Atletico Madrid is mentioned as wanting them or in talks with them. I don't understand. Like they have their hand every pot.
I also
apparently.
saw Locatelli, right? Where was he was there new
Yeah.
rumor with him? Someone else who wanted?
So-
Was it Atletico? Who wanted him?
No, here's the deal. A lot of teams now are like interested in like Berardi and Locatelli, English teams. They
And
like
the other, Chris, and the other Gosens, I think Leicester offered 20 million.
20.
That's it.
No, it was-
15 more. So
No, I think it
Still
was.
doesn't have him.
I think it was. No, it was way more than 20.
There's
Yeah,
no way.
they offered 20 million for him.
Well, that's
So
a
you're
spit in
telling
the
me they
face.
want 35 and Juventus
Yeah.
isn't paying up?
Juventus, you can get it with 30, you can get it. But
That's what I'm saying. Why would you not-
They don't have a minor now.
Well, fine. You can have Demiral.
Yeah, you give it the Demiral like
I like Demiral, but I'll lose him for
let's put you right
Gosens.
away.
Yeah. I mean, there's rumors all the time.
No, but it's true. If Atalanta wants Demiral, they exchange it with Gosens.
I think that move works for both teams. That would be a great move for both teams.
I don't think that price is right. I don't think that value is correct.
40 million for the plus balance.
I think they get way more than 35 million for Gosens.
No.
No,
It's true.
I think
They
they did.
one team, English team, I think it's Leicester for 20 million.
Well, that's
You're
too low.
telling me
Hey,
that
Atalanta
all
say
the
I
English
want
teams and
15
all the
more,
Spanish teams,
35.
no one's willing to pay more than 20 million?
No, I think
35.
you just said 35 million. You said way more than 35 million. No one's going to pay
Yeah, I'm
way,
thinking
way more than 35 million.
I think they get
I think the
45.
advantage the English teams have is the
Frank, what are you
contract
talking
they can
about?
give them.
Listen to me, 20 million I had.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Which
I mean,
they-
It's 35, more than 35 I want to spend for him.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
You
he's
have to
worth at least
remember-
45.
Like what do you say? The price of them down, Frank.
he,
Yeah, but look at
He's
the
a
people that are being
back.
bought.
it's not
Yeah.
like he's a striker.
Okay, but Hakimi, who's younger, they were how much?
60. They want 90 million,
60.
70, 80 million for him.
70, 80. So now you're saying Gosens is 30, 35?
Oh, he's 22.
I don't think so.
You
Frank.
got to see the age
Yeah,
factor.
and
too.
Gosens is 26.
Giroud to Milan. Yeah, that's another rumor that I heard. Possible. I mean, Milan's linked with. They got Tomori already. They're linked with getting Diaz back.
Hey, you want to know something about
Giroud is
about
overrated.
Milan? They want to do it with him, but there is one but. They have a Branic already, which is 40 years old.
Yeah.
Ronaldo 40. And they wanted Dzeko, not the 34.
Jacko, yeah,
Why-
Jacko's another
Why
one.
are they open?
Yeah, that makes no sense. The rest of their team's like 22, and then 3 40-year-olds. I don't understand.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
I guess just interchanging them all, to keep them fresh. You play a game, I play a game, he plays a game, kind of thing. I don't
They can play cards, all three of them.
know. They're old enough to be the father of some of their teammates. It's insane. Gosens shares a birthday with you. You see that? Same birthday.
Listen, if Gosens is really available, because other has to
Well,
realize when they
Gosens
lose,
came for there with me.
Yeah,
50. You kidding?
you're
That's why
famous.
it's good.
That's why he's good.
That's why it's good.
1994. That's a little bit of an age gap there.
No, if it's the day, July 5, 50 is good.
Okay.
What else? I mean, the other rumor I'm hearing, even though Morata played terrible today, is the $10 million for him to come back to Juventus. I mean, in reality, that's a bargain for $10 million for a forward.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a loan, but I mean, you're not going to get another forward for $10 million. That's
no,
gonna
not
be
of the same quality.
not of the same quality. So I'm there with putting that $10 million on him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what about the rumors? One day you read Dybala's close to signing as Allegri, and then it's like, no, he doesn't.
Don't do Russia.
Yeah, he doesn't even use those machines.
I asked us, Pietro put a load of wash periodically throughout the game. All right.
Sometimes we need something to up the quality of the show, so we just make you watch a spin cycle.
All right. Do you want to move on? Any other rumors?
Like
I don't know. I didn't hear
said,
anything new.
I'm sure there's tons. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of Inter rumors. There's, Lautaro. I saw Atletico again rumored. They want him to. Inter's going to sell. They're going to sell some players.
Inter, they have already mind some guy named Border to play Lautaro.
Boris Yeltsin.
I have no clue.
Border, some Brazilian, some Argentine.
I don't know.
Oh, well, it's hard to know about those kinds of players.
They
South
know what's
America.
fun about them, but they don't have money, all these people. They want to buy. And they say they don't have money.
Well,
Yeah, but Inter's going to sell a
Even
lot of people, right?
the president, he asked 3 months of salary to cut.
Yeah, but think is Inter's going to sell Hakimi most likely for $90 million. You can get a few players for $90 million after that. So
Ooh.
yeah,
they
but
I
sell
don't think
one
they're going to
player.
get 90.
He wants
for him.
90 million, but they want to give him
They offered
6
70.
or 7.
They're going to come in the middle, 80 million, and sell him.
I
You
think
gotta
they're
sell
gonna-
him for 80 million.
I think they're going to get like 80 and a player back. I think that's the.
And listen, if they sell Lautaro too for about the same amount,
Right? I mean, you really don't have to do much more than that.
Well, but they are in debt too, though, aren't they? So,
also their team gets way worse with
Oh, yeah.
Lautaro and Hakimi.
listen,
All you
right
have to do
now,
is take Lukaku and they'll get relegated.
the other day I checked the odds to win the league, and Juventus is 1, Inter's 2. Atalanta, I put a bet $5, 1,300. They're 4th place or something. I picked them to win.
Milan's third, Milan's fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have a
right
hard time betting on Atalanta until I see what they do, because if they end up just
Yeah.
sell a couple of people, how are they going to get better?
I agree, but I'd like to root for them, so I figured.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
throw
me too.
$5 on them.
I don't think they're just going to sell. They're the one team who can spend money, so they're going to bring people in.
Yeah.
They're
Listen,
actually.
even if they
they're
just sell Romero and Gosens, you think that's easy to replace?
No, that's
with Atalanta, the way they buy people, they could buy 10 new players that are all great.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't forget, Atalanta has the young people behind.
And they have a great youth system.
But
So
they're not Gosens and Romero. Come on.
if
Not
they
in the
can,
first year, at least.
if they can lose Gomez and be a better team, then I have faith in
Were
them.
they really a better team?
Yeah, they
I don't
are.
know if they were a better team.
Yeah.
I think Gomez was disgruntled at the end, so everyone makes it want to pretend like he was a better team. Gomez was there the last 2 years before that.
They were a more versatile team. Without him, without Ilicic, they didn't have to rely on them two. They were. able to
There
do
was
more.
also games where Gomez saved them. By
He's
his
not a bad. I'm
class.
not saying he's a bad player. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that they know what they're doing.
I did.
I'm sure they sell Ilicic. Like
Yeah.
he was in the doghouse. They
You're
can make
not
some money
getting.
there.
You're not getting a lot for him.
$8 million.
Maybe 15, 20 million.
No.
Dan,
You
where's
don't
this
think?
slide
How old
that
is
you're
he?
talking
What slide?
I think you said you had a slide or something. Juventus or
No. I just wanted to. I wanted to mention how awful Juventus players performed so far in this tournament. It can literally only go up for Juventus players. Like they were atrocious.
pretty
the
bad.
entire weekend, including the Copa America. You had Danilo and you had Alexandro playing for Brazil. How is Alexandro making the Brazilian team?
What the
That's how what I want to know. But
How can we sell Sandro? How do we get rid of him?
we talk about buying and selling. How long it take for us to get a Locatel?
Well, technically, it's not open yet. July 1st, it opens up.
Well,
Oh, no, to take it. They say the English team wants it.
yeah,
Oh,
I think we're gonna get
If they want it, they take it.
If
you can
English-
verbally agree to something.
yeah, but if English teams start going for him, goodbye Juventus. They are not keeping up with them. So.
I think if the English teams want him, you're going to see the price go another 15, 20 million.
Yeah,
So
you're
Swallow
not.
say no to that.
No, unless Locatelli says, "Hey, I want to go to Juventus,"
Which
he's
he
gone.
stated. He stated
Now
he
that-
wants to go to Juventus.
Now
Let's hope he does.
the things I read today, it's PCG. They already started to regret they bought Donnarumma.
Wow.
You know why? Because they believe that Navas is equal to him,
He's also much older.
and then when two people are equal, he are paid like that to leave one on the bench.
I agree with it. I don't think there's much difference between Navas and Donnarumma. If I had Navas on my team, I would have went after Donnarumma. If I have Szczesny on my team, I would have went after Donnarumma. There's a difference.
You know what? I think PCG. I think they took Donnarumma not to let another team get it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. They want to just get as many people as possible. They're trying to buy the Champions League. They want to.
Well, that's why I think it's so. Donnarumma is a type of. So the thing is with Donnarumma, if you had to pay him a little bit more, you're making money because he's 22, right? If you go sell him in 5 years, you're making money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but come on, Frank. But if you don't play, it's value.
He's
doesn't
gonna
go.
play. He's gonna play. They're gonna get rid of Novice next year.
I think Navas is a really good goalkeeper, and I wouldn't have got him.
He's always underrated. They always crap.
And he gets screwed all the time.
What's the plan after Szczesny? Now that we missed out on Donnarumma, are we
Nothing.
looking at
Szczesny's
Szczesny
your
3
goalie.
more years?
We're
or-
gonna get Mirante.
Great.
Oh, there's
Verratti.
100 as a backup
Who
goalie.
wants him?
As a backup goalie.
No thanks.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
'cause
about. I'm talking about.
Kareem's staying. And
He's expired. You I should go.
No, but now we're stuck with him for who knows how long. We
So
might
is
have him for
Cole.
another 5 years now.
I think that's the plan. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime.
How
soon.
old is Szczesny? Is he 30?
It's a 30.
yeah.
So you figure another 4 years.
Man, we bashed on him like 6 times an episode. I feel bad.
We
Well, you
don't
had
wanna
Buffon
bash-
20
We
years.
don't want to bash it, but if every week we have to say the mistake he made, what are we supposed to say? It's good.
They're like glaring mistakes too. They're like really bad ones. When he makes a mistake, he makes a really bad one. it's I don't know. It's scary having him back there. I don't have the confidence that we used to have.
Yeah.